Hey everybody, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We are watching more AI battles in Civ 6, and let's go. So this should be the last episode of Group C. It looks like we have our three winners already. We have Poland, France, and Poundmaker all in a pretty dominant position, and India, having just lost a couple cities, isn't doing too hot. Well, they lost a city. No, they lost two cities. Never mind. Yeah, so it looks like our three are finalized. Some notes. Some people are saying, hey, don't do walls because you're just going to nerf Georgia really, really hard. I think Georgia's in that Group C, right? I should actually have that Group C pulled up. I didn't pull the picture up, but I think Georgia's in Group... by the way, Group D, not Group C, because we hadn't seen them yet, right? So, yeah, we probably should then leave walls on then, just so we don't nerf her too bad. And also, too, everyone's like, it really doesn't change the game that much. And here's my main thing with it, like... The reason I was thinking about it is because every once in a while you get cities like Bordeaux, for example. France is like way over here with all their army, they're doing all this invasion, and then Scythia will be like, hey, war declaration, and then they can't take the city because it has like super high tier walls. That's the only reason I was debating it. Ultimately, maybe we shouldn't punish the AI so much for not leaving troops behind, and yeah. Okay. But anyways, Macedon built Renaissance walls. Korea got a great general. Who was still at war with each other? Wasn't France at war with India still? Okay. Really? And then Poland was at war still with Alexander. All right, good job, Alexander. I'm sure you're doing a lot of work there. Not really. And then India and France. But where is France's army? I don't see France's army. What is the army looking like right now? France is rolling around with a 535. India's not too far behind. They're at a 387. America's extremely weak now at this point. And they got 513. Not too bad. A little better than I thought. Yeah, they declared war and then they did nothing. And then I guess apparently they peaced out, so. Okay. We have Big Ben going down over here in Poland, just like, you know, she wants. Because she needs this. She needs these extra air score points, right? Is Alexander doing anything still? He's still trying to pop off the Kilwa. If he can get the Kilwa... I mean, I think they're just too far behind. This is ultimately where we're at. Everyone's just way too freaking far behind. And here's the Kilwa as well going in Samaria. I think Alexander's a little further. Yeah, it looks like Alexander's a little further. And here's the thing. Ultimately, Poland's probably just going to throw it down really quickly. Because, you know, that's usually what happens. The AI that's far behind... You know, they start it earlier and then they just don't get it knocked out in time. Man, being able to steal the city here was really, really nice too for Poland. Really, it was all about Indonesia just getting their butt kicked early on. That just really changed the game, I think. Scythia and Macedonia are allies once again. Korea are looking pretty dominant. Like, the only thing is, if the Korea get punished pretty heavily from Poland at this point, that's about the only thing I could see happening. But they're over 100 points up now. I just don't foresee that changing. So, we have a very interesting second chance series going down now. Because with the second chance series now, we have America. We have both the number 1 and 2 seed with... Greece, Korea and Russia. Why can't I think of Russia? And now even the number 3 seed with Samaria is going to be there as well. Do I have Persia's number 4? I think Persia was number 4, right? So this will be interesting. I don't foresee Persia winning either in Group D because, like we've mentioned before, the AI just doesn't play Persia too well. So, yeah. By the way, if we don't get to 325, we're going to end it at this episode unless something drastic changes. Because right now, this lead's just getting greater and greater. And there's absolutely no way that changes. We've watched enough of these games to know that there just won't be a comeback. So there's no reason just to do an extra episode for no reason. Because once again, we want to get to the finals, man. We want to crown a winner. And we would like to do it, you know, before Catherine Storm comes out. So, you know, we're going to keep these as trimmed as we possibly can. Uric flipped again. So Samaria is now down to 1 city, and it's actually going to flip over to Scythia. Huh. No wonders or anything, so it's only going to give her a little bit of era score, so it's not really going to make that big of a difference. I'm just a little impressed that it's flipping to Scythia of all people. So I'm imagining what happened is we had a Dark Age. Yeah, he's in a Dark Age, and she's in a Golden Age, and then India's in a Normal. So that's mostly why it's flipping. There is a potential that it would flip to India if India got a Gold Age, and she didn't. But, you know... I don't think that's going to come into play because we probably aren't even going to get to the next era. If we do, it won't be long enough for it to flip. We still hear some fighting. So France is still currently fighting someone. India, actually. Okay. Okay. Is she going to be able to take anything? She does have infantry at this point. And Ahmadabad, what? Doesn't have any walls, so, you know, there's potential there. Dude, I like being able to see the units. The one thing I hate is all this pop-up. That's the only thing I don't like about this mod. If we could get rid of that, this would be great. I think we are going to try simultaneous turns as well next time. I will do a quick test after this episode just to see how that works. Now, the only thing where it might get freaky is late game, as everyone's trying to move like 100 units at once. But I don't foresee it being that big of a deal. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I wonder, I could also... Maybe I should just, like... Nah. I was like, we could just, like, do an atomic era start for my test. But the thing is, it's really just about getting more units. And you're only going to get more units as the game progresses. Also, what is going on over here? Lots of people are trying to steal money. I guess because the Great Zimbabwe's there, this is worth a lot of money, but my god. That's kind of fun. We can't normally see the spies. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyone else? Like France, I personally would probably steal them from, or Poland. But we don't see anything in either of their cities. Yeah, I don't see any spies in either of their cities. Did you guys end up piecing out? I don't think so, but you don't really look like you're dangerous. Now, the whatever, that seed's gonna flip here pretty quickly as well, and that's gonna flip over to Samaria. So Samaria's just like, hey, thank you for all the free points now. And yeah, she jumped up to 4th place because of that. She's making a late push. Just a little too late. Still 140 point lead. This one's not gonna give her anything. Zero whatsoever. So the only way is like if she starts making a play on France, but yeah, starting to get really late game for that. Really late game. And then the other thing is you kind of have to assume that Kree isn't building any wonders, or Kree's not going to get any era score. Kree didn't have the religion, right? But neither did Tomarus. Yeah, so neither of that's going to make up. He is actually a better tech rate and a better civic rate, so she's not going to catch up that way. Wonder score, once again, is 100% towards the Kree almost. And then era score is also towards the Kree. So yeah, it seems like almost impossible for her to catch up. It's just like the fact that he's making quicker science and a lot more culture means he's going to have access to more wonders than her. It also means he's going to get more score from that. The fact that he has more era score means he's probably getting more great people, you know. And then he goes and loses a city to America. Okay, then. Take back everything. We might have a game, folks. What? What? And you're going to flip almost immediately. What? Why was that city? I guess it's a tiny one, but my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen a city flip that quick. That was like a 3-turn flip, man. All right, what did that do? What did that do? What did that do? Pfft, never mind. Take everything back. We don't have a game. Still 150 point game. Still 150 point game. You're there. Yeah, I don't see what she can do at this point. Unless she declares war. That's it. Unless she declares war. And the thing is, France has infantry. So that's not going to help. She could declare war on India. Or Samaria. Samaria actually has 2 wonders here. Samaria ended up finishing the kill first over Alexander. Interesting. So, you know, there is potential there. But she might be friendly with him. Yeah, she's allied with Gilgamesh, so that's not going to happen. She can't declare war on Alexander, allied there, and she's friendly. Yeah, so the only people she can declare on right now would be India. Or, sorry, France. And France would just absolutely destroy her in a war. So that's where I don't see anything happen. American man, I will give you this. For losing your capital early on and almost end up in 4th place, and maybe even still end up in 4th place, like, massive credit to the AI on that. And I think AI America is pretty scary. I mean, they made it to our top 10. I think they got knocked out, I think in 9th or 8th. They got knocked out fairly early. But America tends to do pretty decent as the AI. And once again, I think it's just the more aggressive gameplay. And here's the thing. I think the best civs, like I think the AI plays the civs the best when they're hyper aggressive. That's why Macedonia tends to be pretty dang good. You know, that's why America tends to be good. That's why Australia tends to be good, is because the AI tends to play those civs very aggressively. The problem in what we're seeing with them is it's so feast or famine. So Macedonia didn't make it. Why? Because they tried feasting, but they failed, so now they're famining. That doesn't really work, does it? You know, so since they didn't basically conquer a bunch of cities, now they basically aren't going to be able to succeed. America ended up getting conquered by France super early on, and so they just never were able to get their snowball going. And then Australia, same way. Australia just didn't get that early war, and they just weren't able to be successful in their wars, and so it just never happened. And so that's what we're seeing, and I don't think it's that the balance shifted, you know, it's just we're seeing slightly different civs being a little more successful in wars, such as France and Poland. And these are two of the civs that usually get beat up, although France is not, I think France is one of the better ones that AI plays as. So I'm not too surprised about that. I'm surprised about Poland. And to knock out Indonesia early on, but Indonesia gets better as the game goes on. So, you know, same thing with, I guess, Poland, because Poland has Renaissance units. So they just got really, really lucky and good and ended up kicking their butt that way. And then who was in third? Cree. Yeah, Cree. Cree's probably a little surprising too. We've definitely had a very surprising group so far. Okay, Gorgo, definitely not expecting. China and Japan, like I said, Japan I could see, and China I could definitely see as well. Germany I think is probably definitely the favorite at this point out of everyone. Germany is just, once again, one of those feast famine, and you know, they tend to be a little more towards the feasty side. Aztecs could be scary, and Arabia also could be scary, but out of all of those, I mean, I think Japan and Germany maybe would be the only two that I would have picked off the top of my head, because you got to remember that Germany group had freaking Russia in it. And then who was the other big one with the Russia? I have the list here. Who's the other one that they had in it? Yeah, Norway too. Oh, and Brazil. Yeah, I mean, my gosh. So any one of those would have probably, you know, just by eye glance, I would have picked one of those civs. So anything major happened in this game? See, here's also part of the reason we're only going to 325. How many wars have we seen recently? And that's the thing. As the game progresses, you just don't see that many wars, which is why this score difference just won't change. You know, it's so unlikely for Tomris just to go declare a surprise war against France. And even if she does, she's not going to be able to do anything. Like, there's no way. Not with all those walls. Like, A, she needs infantry. B, she needs, you know, freaking sea units. And C, she needs to actually hope that India doesn't have any units, you know, to fight her back. And none of those are true. So, bombards aren't going to help at this point. I'm imagining she has steel. I don't know this for a fact, though. No, you don't actually have steel. Nope, just Renaissance walls. Blue, man. This entire game. Oh, she got Big Ben. Snap. Who's in first, then? Poland still, but not by much. Not by much. I don't think... We still got 7 minutes. 7+ minutes. I think we'll keep going. I don't think positioning is going to affect how we do it. I think we're just going to break up the groups, you know, but it's probably just going to be like, because it's going to be 8 and 8, because we're going to have a total of 16. So I don't know. I hadn't quite decided how we're going to break it out, because I think we're just going to do 8 and 8. We could do 4 groups, but once again, when you have 3 in it, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Basically, with those 2 groups, what I didn't want is, so for example, we had Germany and Gorgo in first place. You know, I'm going to put those in 2 different groups, and that's probably what we're going to do. And I also kind of don't want, like, the same civs in the same groups necessarily, but we'll see. Which is maybe why we should do 4 groups then? Do 4 rounds of 4? And then just take the top civ? But then that only leaves us with 4. Nah, because I want to go down to 8. Yeah, I think we're just going to do 2 groups of 8 and take the top 4. Alright, so Broadway got built by the Cree. Normally America pops that out. Anytime I've played with America, I always see America grab it. Obviously, it's their wonder, so they tend to prioritize it. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing in the game, but it seems like it's a thing in the game, because you tend to see, like, like America build Broadway, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that always get built by the Civ. Like, I think Egypt always tends to build pyramids. I think part of that is, you know, Egypt will start in the desert, you know, or near the desert, so that's partly why, but I don't know. I tend to always see it get built in America. Also, where's my XCOM dude? Yeah, what's up? What's up? Man, this is the second time. I think we saw it recently because we built it. No, we built it in our Congo series, and I saw the XCOM thing. And now it's like, I really want to play XCOM 2, man. Man, I miss it. It's been a while. It's been a while. I might have to pick that up again. So if you guys want to see XCOM 2, let me know. Drop a comment. Also, too, the episode in which I was like, Spam USA came out. And oh my gosh, I was looking at Gandhi through the comments. And it was like, USA, USA, by like 10 people. I was like, hell yeah, that's kind of hilarious. So, all my France people. Nah. I guess France people, you can spam out France. But Poland people, spam out my Poland. I want to see it. I want to see you guys loud and proud right now. Because you guys kicked freaking butt, dude. Also, these headphones are never going to stay in my ear again. I'm gonna throw them away. Yeah, Poland, I'm mind blown. Seriously, mind blown. Absolutely mind blown by how well Poland did. And just, it goes back to that early Indonesia war. And anytime the AI can just succeed in an early war, it's just like GG. And we've seen this happen. We've seen this happen a lot recently in some of our Let's Plays videos. Like, where we had America absolutely go psycho in that one game. Was that Mongolia, I think it was, I was playing as? And all of a sudden we met America, and America had conquered like 1.5 civs and was like ridiculously sized. And I was like, what happened when I wasn't around? And so what usually happens is the AI will declare an early war. If they can take that first city, then they'll usually follow it up with another war later in which they can just wipe them out. Kind of like what we saw happen here. Except France never followed up with the war with America. And they probably could have knocked out America at one point. And I'm not quite sure what stopped them. Maybe because France tends to be a little more on the peaceful side and they don't be as aggressive. Or they aren't quite as aggressive. Like, I imagine if this would have been reversed and America would have taken over Paris, I guarantee you America would have knocked out the rest of France. That just would have happened. That just would have happened. So, yeah, I can't wait for a second chance series, because that is going to be a wide open, crazy game in which we have a ton of civs in which we're like, yeah, I would be shocked if they don't make it in. Like Australia, like Russia. In Korea, I think has a really good chance just because they're so overpowered. I think America has a really good chance to get in as well. Chandragupta, he just, I don't know, tends to not do as well. Scythia, Mongolia, oh my gosh. Even Alexander, even though he doesn't tend to be as aggressive, which is weird. But, I mean, any of those civs I could just see going crazy. So, I wonder if there's something... Huh. Two of the civs that are making it are on the East Coast and you're on the Central. I mean, there is something to be said, like, start location really helps. The fact that Poland and Scythia spawned right on each other probably didn't help. But I will say this. They just didn't declare war. They became friendly with each other, where Poland declared the war on Indonesia. Okay, so Mysore's now going to America as well. Okay. And you're flipping back to, it looks like Samaria. Yeah, you're going back to Samaria. Actually, no, you're just flipping to Samaria in general. Maybe you're going to Alexander? You might actually be going to Alexander then. Well, that knocked out Scythia. And none of these are flipping. And I don't think anyone's even at war at this point in the game. We don't see any other cities flipping. So, what happened here? Just a bunch of people in Dark Ages that were in Golden Ages. And then we have some normal ages. Is America going to flip? Yeah, see, like, Radom? Way too big. Mumbai. Oh, snap. So Mumbai was the Indian city that Poland took. So Poland's now lost 2 straight cities now. And we'll have to see. We'll have to at least wait 37 turns. Yeah, I don't think... Nah, look how far he is. There's no way he can catch up. Poland's still going to stay in that first place, I think. What do we got? We got 25 turns left. Yeah, we might as well roll it out. While that's going on, I'm going to pull up my pictures, and we're going to figure out this last Group B, and we're going to talk, or Group C. Group D, oh my gosh. And we're going to talk about it real quick. So, Championship Series 2, here it is. So, Group D, we have Zulu. Oh, Zulu is number 4, yeah. Persia, Rome, Congo, Netherlands, Scotland, Spain, India, which is Gandhi, and then Georgia. So, immediately, Rome, Persia, Zulu just jumps out to me. AI's bad with Persia, so probably not Persia, but Zulu particularly, because Zulu can just start rolling really, like, I think medieval era with those, Mount St. Michel, no, the Cristo Redentor, but they can start rolling with those cores in such an early time that they can just, like, absolutely dominate the civs around them. So we'll have to see how they do early game, because if they succeed early game, they're going to get really, really scary pretty quickly. Rome is just one of those civs, because once again, they're going to play super dominant, that they're feast or famine. So they could do really, really well, or we could see them do absolutely terribly. So we'll have to see how that one works. Netherlands tends to declare a lot of surprise wars because people won't trade with them, or at least, you know, the players won't trade with them, and then they're like, hey, we don't like you, war declared. Is that going to happen with the AI? Probably not so much with the AI, but we'll see. We'll see. Congo, just finished my recording for my AI Congo, my Let's Play Congo. And I think Congo's one of the better civs out there. I probably would rank them a little higher if I was re-ranking right now, just simply because, like, those great people point per turn, ridiculous. And the extra production they can get from relics is stupid. Absolutely stupid. So they have potential. That being said, in the AI only, I don't know. Scotland, a lot of people wanted to see Scotland rated higher. I think Scotland's unit's absolute trash. Also, the other thing is Scotland's probably going to start in the tundra, and we have seen it pretty much with everyone thus far. Have we seen any civ make it through that started in tundra? No. And so that's probably bad for them then. Spain, India, Georgia, This is probably the weakest group. I would have to guess Congo. Probably Congo, Rome, Zulu. I would love to say Persia. I think Persia by far is better. I just don't see the AI succeeding with Persia. So, but once again, they are also a pretty aggressive one, which, you know, maybe. How's the score looking? 982. Still pretty much no change there. Once again, things are happening. I know if you guys are watching it, you know, you can see things probably a little better than me. Just there's so much spam. I'll try keeping a better eye with it next round, but mostly because here's the thing: if I'm looking here, like, you know, and that's what I've been doing, is I'm looking at what's happening down here. I don't look at this, and so I'm trying to glance at both, you know, but sometimes it's a little harder. India's denouncing Samaria. Why? What has poor Samaria done to you? Poor Samaria has done absolutely nothing all game, man. He's just, like, sitting there. Also, so this was a Scythia city that flipped and is now going back to Scythia. I think that's a bug. But I think it's going to go to Alexander. Not that it's going to really change anything. Mysore is going to be America, but, ooh, before the end of the game. Once again, it's not really going to help anything, though. Although, it might flip Radam. Yeah, Radam's already flipping. It'll flip him a little quicker. There's no wonder anything there. So once again, it's not going to make that big of a deal. But America, man, dude, I got to give you credit. I think if we have to say, like, best comeback in the group stages, we'd have to give it to America. Because I thought they were dead. I thought they were straight dead. And they've come back to probably be a solid 4th place. Yeah, they're going to be in 4th place. They're going to just miss it. And if they wouldn't have lost their capital, I think they would make it through. I really do think they would be stronger than the Korea if they still had the capital. Because that's 15 points right there. Guys. Well, we might be able to see here. What? No, they're too far. They're too far. 150, 165 points? Nah, even with the 15, there's no way. No, there's no way. Do they have enough time to flip this? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at the score at 325. If the city hasn't flipped yet to America. And then if it has flipped to America, or sorry, if it still hasn't flipped to America, we're just going to keep the automation going until we can actually see what the score difference is. I don't think they can catch up. 702. This is going to be intriguing to see how much this adds. Probably like 720 something would be my assumption. And it looks like Poland and America are at war too, which, whatever. America, a little danger, but not super scary at this point. It's a little too late in the game. Did America declare the war, or did Poland declare the war? I don't think America has enough troops to take Radom. So, Washington is going to flip. 702, 713. Yeah, see, that was nothing. So there's no way they're going to get 170, you know, something points, 180 points. Even with Washington. There's just no way. But now this is going to knock France down a little bit. And France might end up in 3rd place. Yeah. Yeah, actually they might. Because that's 15 points plus the Empire score from it. They might end up in 3rd place now. Wow. Wow. If that's just what happened earlier. Did France end up in a dark age? Is that what happened? No, France was a normal age. So why did it flip now and not before? I don't understand. And it's still pretty high up there. Still pretty high. You're going to flip in 10 turns. Nope. America's just going to miss out on it. Yeah, America's not going to get the points in time. 9 turns, and they need it in 6. Oh, so close, America. So freaking close. Okay, so it looks like we have our top 3, which we had. Man, Teddy, dude. What a comeback. What a freaking comeback. And you're like, well, this is why you should have done 500 turns. Sorry. We were always going to do 325. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do another 3-4 episodes out of this. It just, no. And the thing is, great, America has this. They're going to end up in a dark age next time. Just watch them, and everything's going to flip back. Like, this usually doesn't change. Like, you usually don't see huge swings in score. Also, the other thing is, even with America taking that, then what? They're going to go declare war on France and start conquering France? Seems highly unlikely. So, let's see. Where are we at? 321. Yeah, see, he's still 148 away. He is catching up. I just don't think he's catching up enough. I should just run this to 500, and then we can just look at the score. Right? He's trying to take Washington. There's no way. He doesn't have infantry. There's just no way you can take it without... And he's got artillery, at least. I just don't see there any way of him taking it. 3 turns remaining. You are still at war with Poland, too. That's what I was double checking. Poland... kind of weak right now. Yeah, she doesn't have many troops. Huh. Well, this one went from, like... completely boring and uneventful to, oh my gosh, what happened? So close, man. So freaking close. All right, I'm gonna start writing people down. So we got Poland. Ooh. Come on, Poundmaker. You got 2 turns, man. You got 2 turns to gain 8 points. Can Poland, can Cree catch up and take 2nd place? Maybe we should, yeah. I don't know. 4 points. 4 points. Let's see. So it's always 326. So we always go 1 extra. Because, you know, it says 1 more turn. And you're going full loyalty 1 turn late, man. 1 turn late. Oh, America. So close. Are we writing down everyone's score? Nah, we hadn't been. All right, there's your game. Oh, we lost the game. Oh, it still gives us a cutscene in this. Ah! So the other mod doesn't give you the cutscene. Hence why I thought I was going to have to stop the automation. Just 1 more turn. So, Poland was in 1st place with 1033. Then we had France held on to 2nd place with 922. And then 918 for Cree. And Teddy was 782, man. So close. So close. And he actually got the walls down, man. He got the walls down. Let's say he should flip here. You're supposed to be flipping to America right about now. What's going on here? Why are you not flipping to America? Also, why'd you spawn out a crossbow of all things? It's a little weird. I'm basically just going to see what the difference is here in a couple turns. Man, Poundmaker needed like 2 turns and they were going to take 2nd place. That's crazy. It's crazy. So there was a chance that France might have just got knocked out. Which would have been just hilarious. Just hilarious. What? I don't understand why you're not getting taken. I'm intrigued also to see what this next era is going to look like. Because these are all going to flip around, and is America going to hold on to everything? I would have to say probably not. Come on, Teddy. Come on, Teddy. Do your thing, Teddy. Take the city, man. This artillery... Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what's the score difference now? Yeah, he's still way off. Yeah, it's still 140 off, 139 off. So, let's see what it looks like with the next era. The only thing that maybe this would have done for Teddy is allowed him to start stacking, just like momentum, and then eventually that momentum's going to allow him to, you know, take over third place. It's just highly unlikely. Scythia conquered a city. What? Uruk ended up flipping. Oh, that was the free city. And Uruk is flipping to who? Uruk? I think it's Uruk, right? I don't think it's Uruk. I think it's Uruk. It sounds more Scythian, or sorry, Sumerian. Okay, did we get the next era? No, because we will have the game stop. I just kind of want to see what everyone era, what kind of, yeah, era, age they have. Now, who did you flip from? You were Scythian, right? But Scythia's in the Dark Age. Yeah, that's what happened. So they ended up just losing a bunch of cities, man. And America found a new city called Philly. Was America even close? No, not really. Yeah, France started pulling away. They're up to 160 now. So it really didn't make a difference. Really didn't make a difference. And then this Polish-American war, I guess, ended because we don't see either of them at war with each other. No, America's actually at war with France, too. But what's America going to do? They had one artillery, and I think they lost it. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. So, and France is rolling around in the American territory. What, we can't really see science. France is way up there. Yeah, France is super high. And Teddy's way down there. Yeah, Teddy was never going to take it. Yeah, I just don't see, I just don't see Teddy ever being able to move into the top 3. I mean, sure, maybe if we just ran the game indefinitely at some point, maybe they would get lucky. It just, I don't know. I don't know. So, new era, boom, whatever, thank you. What did everyone end up in? So, France, Macedonia, and Samaria all ended up in normal age. Everyone else was golden age. So, that means, number one, I don't think any of America's cities would flip. No, they're going to hold on to everything. But that means they're no longer going to pressure Poland. If Poland wouldn't have been in golden age, maybe. Would they be able to take any French cities? It doesn't look like it. It says full loyalty everywhere. I don't know if that's true, so let's go like one turn and stop and see if this would change it. Samaria declared war on India. What? Why? You're rolling with pike and shoots against artillery? I'm just going to say, probably not a good idea, dude. And is Alexander going to conquer? Was Alexander in the war? Yeah. I think Alexander might just take his cities. Okay. Any of them flipping? Yes. Cali's flipping. 6,400 turns. Bologna? Whatever. Wait, what? Belouge? I don't know. 128 turns. I'm terrible with French cities. I'm absolutely terrible. French is just like one of the languages that just glancing at, I just for the life of me can't do. So yeah, it really was never going to change here. And how does this look? Teddy. They made a play because Poundmaker just massively dropped. So now they're only 70 points behind. So what does this look like? I don't think Korea is going to lose any cities though. Yeah. Did America have a religion? Maybe that's why they're catching up. Yeah, they only have 10 points. I think they lost their religion already, so, yeah. All right, well, we got our top 3. We got 3 groups in the bag, so now we only have 1 group left. So, that's going to be next episode, and I think we're just going to keep going with this. I will go ahead and do the test real quick and see if we can have things rolling automatically. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit that subscribe button on the game comment, show your support, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.